Building up Jacksonville's downtown, it is a goal that has been talked about for years. And today, dozens of people brought it to the table. Different ideas. That table headed by the city and private businesses, leading a discussion on how to begin developing all of this and bringing some wonderful things downtown. Renata was at that meeting and has what came out of that for us live this afternoon. Hello, Renata.
This meeting was really a starting point for what people want to see change in their downtown and then actually making it happen, because the goal here is to have you want to take these real steps in your downtown and see a different place. Now, the person in charge of this, the chairman for this committee heading it up, he says that the mayor is willing to address this in the next city budget. So what could it include? Well, at this first meeting, we heard thoughts from all kinds of people. I mean, private business reps, homelessness groups, preservation society reps, and residents. It's clear just looking at that list that there's a lot to tie together here. So some recurring themes were helping the homeless and affordable housing, as well as developing the riverfront and making the city more bike friendly and hopefully have more events downtown. But remember, the idea is for action to be taken. So Chairman John Rood says easy things include more lighting and business owners taking more pride in their properties. We wanted to know what makes this talking about downtown this time different. Rood says it's a combination of things.
A combination of the mayor wanting to kind of finish his downtown efforts and make it look a little bit better than it looks, and people in the city realizing a great city needs a great downtown, and employers realizing that their employees want to live downtown. Let's give them the product that they want.
So from here, where do we go? Well, in 2 weeks at the same time, they will be having another meeting about the same thing. And then in 2 years, they're hoping to have you be able to look around and see a more developed downtown. I'm Renata DiGregorio, live in downtown Jacksonville. First Coast News on your side.